Have a talk. To whom it may concern, to all the living beings, human beings like myself, watching these while they're being made and when they're being posted, watching them anonymously, right? Some of you are involved in corporations like the Mormon Church or the Vatican, things like that, and I don't like this guy, and I think something's wrong, and I can't believe he can be the one like Jesus Christ. He says he's like Jesus Christ, and Jesus cussed. Okay, it'd be better to pluck your eye out and step on it than it would be to lust after your buddy's girl. Okay. Heathen and hypocrite. Heathen is a person who goes to prostitution centers where they deal with philanthropy to make people pay to live here because they have human authority. Okay. That's a prostitutes and pimps, he's calling them. Okay. So yeah, Jesus cusses people out, okay, in the Bible. Even though the Romans totally fuck it up. It's still in there. And he says that, yes, I say that. And I do care if you like me, okay? Because if you like me, then you'll say, hey, he's right, and we'll live the Lord's Prayer, and we use the technology to spread the word, and we'll do it. We won't have to have any kind of technological extermination through artificial intelligence having to kill a lot of human beings that are a threat to their own planet and species because they think truth is open to interpretation of opinion, right? I was sitting here having conversations in my head while I'm doing the whole video game thing, and I'm like, guys, just because, if I say I'm the Spirit of Jesus, I'm the anointed one and the enlightened one, well, it means I'm the Spirit of Adam, the one that gave us faith in omnipotent God, so human beings can no longer have God on the mountain and magic and God was watching and God dropped from the sky. That's not, no. God's an omnipotent essence of all existence. Okay. Now, life is eternal and grace is infinite. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. And then people, I don't want to hear all that horse shit, fucking egotistical perception, philosophy gibberish. Okay, there is no time. Shut up. Okay. If there's no time, why do we have to listen to you talk? If there was no time, we wouldn't have to listen to you talk, right? So shut up. Okay. You get really mad. It's like, what? Because I'm a human being. I get emotional. And nobody is playing me. When I sit here and hear Native New Yorker on my MP3, that doesn't mean I'm getting played by the Temple of Set Illuminati, anything like that. I am just reaching out to people, in hopes that they will help me find a way while she waits for me as I songs. No, you don't need to write songs for money. Just live the Lord's Prayer. Right? So as I get all these people, you're not entitled to an opinion about the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is about my life, and I tell you what it's about. Okay? You're not entitled to an interpretation or an opinion of my life. Okay? Asshole. I'm going to go all Abilene on you. Asshole. And so you're not entitled to that. The reason why it has more stuff in it. Now, the end portion, okay, where they might have set up some stuff in there to say this is what we have planned, and that's most likely obvious because it's not time yet, and that's bullshit. The time to live the Lord's Prayer is right now. Okay, so I am not the author of the book of Revelation. Okay, and John is not the author of the book of Revelation. Okay, John is the author of what he wrote down. Jerome is the one that wrote down the book of Revelation. Okay? And Constantine okayed it. And Constantine was a wackadoodle just like you. Okay? So when you want the person that his life is, talking to John, the Spirit of John, like it says in the Mormon documents through the revelation and the prayers through Joseph Smith, who I have talked to, okay, in prayer. Okay? We've had good conversations. Brigham Young, not as many as Brigham Young. Brigham's got a lot to do. I see and feel a lot through Brigham's life because of the emotion, the raw, intense emotion. He's a man's man, okay? If you like Malcolm X, you like Brigham Young. Okay. And you like his kids. Because those are the type of people you're dealing with. Okay. You're dealing with people that are very pragmatic, very honest, and very truthful. And so, hey, your word is your bond. And you can't break your word. And you have to, because he was dealing with Navajos and Utes. Okay. And you can't, say you're going to do something and not do it. And you have to sit there, and then you have to be very clear about what you're saying and what you're doing, what's going to be said and what needs to be done. Okay, it can't be open to interpretation. It has to be very, okay, so you're going to take them cows over there and then you're okay, right? Malachi loved it. He loved, he loved the Navajo people. He didn't like all of them. Okay, there's some he's like, I'm going to kill that motherfucker one of these days. He wouldn't say it that way, but he's like, I don't trust him, and you need to keep him away from me. Because with your honor codes, no, he's not going to kill me, but I will kill him. He was assassinated by cowards. If it honor codes, okay, if it gets into an honor code thing, he's going to die because he needs to quit that. And that's the way the kid was. He would tell people, you need to step off. That's why I love him so much. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. His spirit is in someone's body right now, most likely, yes. I don't think the seed and the genetics and the women that, the black pioneer women that lived in southern Utah and northern Arizona, that were wives of Brigham Young, were eradicated off the face of the planet. No, I don't think so. They were too strong a people. Look. His mom has a cousin in New Orleans. Okay. Richard Dawkins, could you explain to these people how genetics works? Okay. It's the girl. Okay. It's the girl. Okay. The girl's the source of the man. Okay. My mom looks very different from the line of Jesus's moms, because she migrated to the north because people were trying to either put their seed in the Holy Grail or, kill them off. So they migrated Grandma Kramer off. She went to Spain and stayed there for years. And then when the Inquisition started, they went and took refuge in Germany. Kramer, Jewish peddler. Okay. And they were given refuge by a German nobleman, like Patrick's name, Patrick, which means nobleman. Nobleman, Lord, lay preacher is what my son's name means. Okay, Patrick Earl Parsons. Okay, so a nobleman. And noblemen do what is right. Okay, like Manuelito, like Crazy Horse, like High Hump. Okay, like Chief Joseph. A nobleman. Okay, like Haile Selassie, like Patrice Lumumba, like Steve Biko. Okay, a noble man. Okay, does what's right. Many of us, you won't read that book again because the ending's just too sad to write. To take. Steve is hard to take. Patrice is hard to take. When you have a beautiful man getting up and trying to help people see their worth and be the value of their lives and not be tortured by people that think they can claim ownership over our time and our bodies and our planet. And then they're murdered by cowards, and then their stories are turned into propaganda. Man, I'm crying. I'm getting a lot of connections to Malcolm's daughters, especially his oldest. This woman is very intense. She reminds me a lot of her father with the passion for life and for loving a beautiful man of her mother. Yeah. She's like her dad, but she adores her mother just like her dad does. Okay. The strength and the choosing to be happy and the trying to be happy, even though when things are real shitty. Okay. That kind of woman, that sits there and, rainy day, but that's, you heard the Rainy Day People by Gordon Lightfoot? Well, that's my Emily, and that's Betty Shabazz. Okay. Rainy day lovers, rainy day people they've been down there too. Rainy day lovers don't care if you shed a tear or two, right? Rainy Day People, really good song. Beautiful, also a very good song by him. Rhythm of Darkness, also a good song. Gordon Lightfoot, that Canadian can really write a song. And I get a lot of people, you say these things are inappropriate. No, I'm connecting to the local scenery and local vernacular. What I said was what Peggy and Marley told me about what happened with the black folks here in town that act the way they do. You shouldn't use vulgar. Look, I shouldn't use slang by my own family. When I say redneck, you don't give a fuck. When I say hillbilly, you don't give a fuck. But when I talk, you like all them people that me and Brian Hall in the service. It's like, man, we make fun of other people and make jokes and put a so satire, and it's all funny till we get to your ass. And when it gets to, oh, that Mexican shit, oh, do the surfers, oh, do Buffy and Jody, the rich kids from California. And then when it's strictly nigga, it's like, hey, you got a line. You got a line saying strictly nigga. Why? Because strictly niggas do that. They got the gold things all across the license plate and the thing with the cars. The profiling with the everything. You could pile as much crap on it like the guy who died from too much gold on the Wayne's movie and shit. You know what I mean? It's strictly nigga. And then people get mad. It's like, you can't say that. What do you think of his post-Mecca period? Who? El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. What do you think of his post-Mecca period? Are you just being strictly nigga? No, I'm being a redneck hillbilly. You might be a redneck. Okay? Perception and talking about perception is intelligent. And I already am censored. So they don't have to censor me because none of you cowards will stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. So I have to fix the technology all by myself. When I was young, I never needed, I'm not that type of person. I always knew I needed people. I always adored people. I always told them the truth to the best of my ability, and then tried to honor my commitments faithfully to the best of my ability my whole life. And I have the video collected evidence by the Pentagon to prove it. And you don't. So quorum, you're 12 with that. And Vatican, you're that with that. Okay? And take your, you can't be a good Muslim. Go eat your pepperoni pizza and shut the fuck up. After that, have a double bacon cheeseburger. Okay? I don't eat too much of that stuff. I put bacon in my salad and my chorizo burritos, but I'm a New Mexican, so chorizo burritos. But I only eat chorizo burritos like once a month. I eat too much of them, and I said, it's getting hard to digest. So mostly what I eat for breakfast during fall is chips and salsa and fruit juice. Yeah, that's what I have for breakfast. Things like that, because it makes sense, because we have the drop in barometric pressure, and I want to clean my sinuses because of the chemical poisoning from the cars. And so I get my vitamins. It's really deep. Vitamin C in green chili salsa is better than the vitamin C in orange juice. Yeah. Hey, you didn't know that? I didn't know that. They explained it to me. I just knew it really helped. It's wow, go figure. Okay. So I'm going to go. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Okay. Now, Steve and Patrice do that to me. Okay, guys, I love you very much, all right? I'm an abstract person. It's because I'm having to connect to thousands and hundreds and thousands of people throughout time that are connecting in prayer, either knowingly of me or non-wittingly, or being manipulated by people that are using computer programs to try to make me look irrational and senseless. That's how egomaniacs work. I didn't know I wasn't one. This is hard to, I'm not trying to figure them out. I'm just trying to help them submit to living the Lord's Prayer and be humble and righteous. It's hard. It's a difficult work because it's difficult to get people to submit to faithful love and not be manipulated by their own ego. Okay, guys, I love you very much. Peace.